Sure, on the surface level, many people think they know what their purpose is, and because this is only skin deep, many just move through their lives getting on with their day without too much passion or enthusiasm. However, when you go deeper to understand what you really want and why you want it, your purpose becomes profoundly attached to your heart with feelings and emotions, and there's no stopping you. And because you have this understanding of yourself, know your purpose and your why, you move eagerly towards it every day. It keeps you motivated, moving forward, especially when life gets in the way. Hi, I'm Mark Carrier. At the end of this video, I'll be sharing a great exercise I learned from Dean Graziosi called the 7 Levels Deep, and I found it delivers such a profound, impactful tool that I teach it now as the first lesson in all my online courses, mastermind groups, and share it with those I care about most because, most people don't know their why and what others call their purpose. And doing this exercise is the best way I've seen so far to really anchor it behind and get it deep inside your heart. Now, the reason I want to do this exercise in the beginning of those that I coach and teach is because I want more results for my students, and I want them to take action on what I've taught. You see, I know some people will get one of my courses or join one of my mastermind groups and even get into it, but it really bothers me when someone doesn't get into what I'm coaching or teaching. I hate that because I really want to impact their lives. I want them to take massive action, and if they aren't into it, I feel like I've failed them. So this is an exercise you need to do for yourself, and one I'd highly recommend you include at the beginning of any of your training or coaching sessions too. And the reason I say that is because, let's face it, many people don't show up every day for work just to hit their targets and KPIs. That's what we want from them. What most of them want is to do the best they can to earn enough money to cover their living expenses and have some left over for those things in their lives that really matter to them. And what I found over the years is that if you can key into what it is that is really important to them in their lives, then show them how what you teach or coach will help them get what they want even quicker, particularly if they can earn more money or commissions by being more productive. So, the easiest way to learn this exercise is to take you through it right now, and I'm going to show you what my answers were, and when I did this exercise myself, that's had a huge impact on me because it really got to the core of what I want in my life and why I want it. It's such a gift to give to your team members and such a gift to give to yourself. So if you were here with me right now, if you and I were sitting face to face and I was doing the 7 Levels Deep exercise, I'd say to you, why do you want to gain new capabilities? Why do you want more success? Why do you want to achieve more? Now, you might tell me an answer. So the 7 Levels Deep is basically this. It's asking why you want your previous answer and why it's important to you. The process is the more you ask why from the previous answer, you get less in your head and you end up landing in your heart. There'll be a moment as you go through this, you'll feel like a thud in your heart and you'll get goosebumps when you get to your real why. And when you've figured it out, you could chew through a brick wall or bend steel. And yeah, I know it sounds pretty dramatic, but it's true. So when I thought about why I was taking Dean's course, to get started, I asked myself, why did I take this course? And my simple answer was to be more successful. So following the exercise, I asked myself, why is it important to you to become more successful? And straight away I wrote, I want to have financial freedom. Then I asked myself, why is it important to you to have financial freedom? For that I put down, I don't want to worry about money. And I remember thinking when I wrote that, yeah, right, Mark, very original. And looking back over my first few questions, I thought again, excuse me, I want to be more successful because I want financial freedom, and I want financial freedom because I don't want to worry about money. And then I wrote the next question, why is it important to you to not worry about money? And I thought answering that would be pretty easy, but, it got me thinking about all the reasons why I didn't want to worry about money. The usual things like, you'd be able to do anything you wanted whenever you wanted. And for me, that would be things like taking a bit more time for myself and, maybe even working in the sun from another country when winter hits here, or just taking a week off to play golf every day. Then I started thinking about those I care about and how it feels not to have enough money to pay for the things they need, much less things that they want, and how stressful that can be, feeling inadequate and like you're letting them down. I mean, no one likes to feel that way, do we? So when I got down to it, I thought the real reason I didn't want to worry about money was that I had enough stress in my life and didn't want to add any more bad stress worrying about having the money to look after the people I care about. Now, just so you understand my thinking about stress, I think of it kind of like you can have good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Having good cholesterol, like HDL cholesterol, is important because it reduces the risks of heart attack and stroke. And of course, higher levels of bad cholesterol creates too much fatty deposit in your blood vessels that start to clog up your arteries and reduce the blood flow that can lead to heart disease and stroke. So having good stress, like working towards a deadline for something important to you, can actually be more fun than stressful, while not having enough money to look after the people you care about can be pretty stressful. So, if I was successful enough, I'd get the financial freedom I wanted and earn enough money so I could lower the stress in my life and not add to it. And when I asked myself, why is it important to you to not add more stress to your life, I thought the real reason was because I wanted to enjoy my life without feeling restricted. If I'm feeling restricted in any way, I feel like I'm being held back, and it can get a little stressful. For me, it's kind of like having your arms tied behind your back. You know that feeling of helplessness? Well, like feeling your options are very limited because of it. Then I wrote the next question. Why is it important to you to enjoy your life without feeling restricted? And when I thought about that, now the answer to these questions weren't just popping into my head. I had to really think about, what it came down to, and that was so I could do the things that really interested me. Doing the things in your life that make you spring out of bed every morning because you just love what you're doing and what you've gone on for that day. Having that feeling that you're making an impact with your life, doing something that's important, well, at least important to you. And when I wrote the last question, why is it important to you to do the things that really interest you, it just kind of hit me that what I really want is a life that matters and helps people. Memories came back to me about how I helped a mom who had 3 kids that worked at my first call center, to build up her self-esteem and her self-worth and watch her become one of our top operators, earning great money for her family. They had a mountain of debt, and it was so great watching her have fun and make more money in 30 hours than her husband did working over 40 hours in his job. When she first started with us, she was so down on herself and felt like it was all up to her husband to dig them out of the hole they were in. And as we worked with her and as her skills improved, you could see the light bulbs going off every time something clicked and she got it, and how much better she felt and looked as she got better and better. I remember watching that happening, and it felt great and put a smile on my face to think I'd help in some ways to make that happen. Now, I have to tell you, when I thought about this, it made me feel incredible that I could have done just a little thing that had such a deep impact on someone's life. This is just one of the stories that came into my head, and when I thought about them all, it occurred to me that the reason why it is so important to do the things that really interest me is because I want to live a life that matters and helps people. And not long after doing this exercise, I decided to pull everything together that I know about creating amazing team leaders and create online courses to make it easier for people to access at their own pace and to help as many people as I can become better than they ever thought they could and help them help others become really good operators. And maybe some of the people they help will be just like that mom, that, just trying to make enough money to help her family climb out of debt and have a better life. Or maybe somebody they can help in another way that makes a huge impact in their lives. Now, this is my story. What's yours? So do this exercise, and then you'll have the passion to coach and teach the people you're responsible for. Now, think about this. It doesn't matter what they are doing in front of you. They want to hit their targets and KPIs to keep their jobs. They want to make more money. They want to learn how to become amazing at what they do. Regardless of what it is, they still need to know why they want it. So you can give them this empowerment to take what you teach next. So think about this with this tool. Think about using the 7 levels deep as an example with your own questions and answers like I just did with you. Let them learn your why and understand why their success is important to you. And after they know why they want it, teach them and just think how anchored that'll be for them. So be sure to do this exercise now. Don't delay. Take your time and get it just right for you. And when it's done, think about how you'll present it to your team and how you'll frame it. Then walk through this tool and watch their faces light up as they come to realize what their why is all about. Love to hear your thoughts on the 7 levels deep exercise, so just leave them in the comment section below. And if you have any tips to share, be sure to leave them there too to help out others in the tribe. And if you like this video, hit the like button and share it with somebody you think it can help. And be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because I post new team leader training videos and tips every week. And when a new video has been uploaded, you'll get notified. Thanks for watching and catch you all next time.